Things are heating up on the Jacob Markstrom trade front again. The New Jersey Devils seem to be circling around again, and it is big news around Calgary. Markstrom reacts, and lots of insider reports confirming the Devils might be back in on the Flames netminder. Hello, I am John Easthope here for Flame Digest. Thank you so much for joining us on the channel today, as we have a lot to get into. But before we get there, don't forget to go subscribe to the channels, not to miss a thing. We are less than a week away here from the trade deadline, with lots of reaction and content coming your way. We'd love for you to be along for the journey. Well, it's been put out there by more than one person. The Devils look like they have circled back around to the Calgary Flames in hopes of getting the services of Jacob Markstrom. Pierre LeBrun has been the foregoer on this story right now, as he put out a nice little article and a little bit of trade talk on TSN. He says, don't turn the page on Jacob Markstrom to the New Jersey Devils just yet. After a failed attempt a few weeks ago, he is told the New Jersey Devils have reached out again to the Calgary Flames this week to say they are still interested in the 34-year-old netminder. In fact, according to Pierre LeBrun, he believes the Devils are now willing to make a trade without the Flames having to retain salary, which was a sticking point the last time around. If you remember reports from last time, it sounded like the New Jersey Devils and the Flames had a deal in the works for Jacob Markstrom, and it just never came to fruition. Pierre says, as he notes in there, his understanding is the Devils have informed the Flames they would be willing to take on Markstrom's deal. All $6 million of it for the rest of this season and 2 more years to come. Stability in net, kind of something the Devils really should be looking at here. They'd be willing to take on Markstrom's salary without any retention. Whether or not that moves the needles, he shall see. That sounded like it was a sticking point the first time around when these teams were talking about the retention number and why the deal didn't happen. Whether it was 1 or 2 million, Dave Pagnonia of the fourth period, he mentioned that he heard up to 3 million, so half the contract, which is the max allowed under the CBA of the National Hockey League, to retain the services of Jacob Markstrom. Interesting to note that Jacob Markstrom is available for the right price. As we reported earlier on other videos, that Jacob Markstrom to the New Jersey Devils was extremely close. Well, wrong button there for a second. Why would the New Jersey Devils make this move? Why would New Jersey be interested in a goaltender that are just outside the playoffs looking in? We watched them play against the Anaheim Ducks just last night, and, well, not getting points and not getting saves. The difference in that game. Pierre goes on to say about the New Jersey Devils, the Devils have been looking for a goaltender for quite some time now. Their current goalies, Nico Daws, Vitek Vanacek, who is injured, and Akir Schmid, have failed to provide them with constant stability. All 3 goaltenders are under 900 on the save percentage. The Devils are... this is the part that I really think narrows it down why the Devils need a goaltender. The Devils are tied for the second worst save percentage in the National Hockey League. That is not going to get it done if you are hoping to be a playoff team, which the Devils have aspirations of doing. The Devils currently find themselves sitting outside the playoff spot. They are now 6 points behind the Tampa Bay Lightning, who hold down the second wild card spot. The New Jersey Devils find themselves in this interesting spot in the season where they're just not getting saves. They've outshot their opponents in 3 of their last 5 by wide margins. Their save percentage, though, versus those teams is just not good enough. As we said there, it is under 900 save percentage. You just can't do it. You just cannot do that and be a playoff team. Well, there's always a reaction to the action. So the action of New Jersey is possibly swinging back around and taking another swing at Jacob Markstrom. Well, Markstrom had something to react to it, and the Flames side of things to react to this deal. So how does Markstrom react to this news? And it doesn't look too fondly on the Calgary Flames here. let's go right to the Eric Francis report. He was asked about all of the noise around his camp, around the Calgary Flames, and trying to get a deal done or not get a deal done. Eric Francis, Flame beat reporter for the Calgary Sun. Fascinating shot sent by Jacob Markstrom when I asked if he had parked all the trade talk and was resigned to being here past March 8th. We heard earlier that the Flames were saying that they weren't going to trade Jacob Markstrom, but as we know, it only takes one phone call to change everything. He said, "This is Jacob Markstrom now. Everyone in here, I really respect everything that's been going on and not going on, and how everyone in this room," talking about the dressing room, "has handled things, and I think it's been really good. And then the whole situation and everything, I'm happy about that? No, I am not. I think it could have been handled a lot different from up top." Shots fired from Jacob Markstrom to the Calgary Flames based on how things have been going on. It sounds like mixed messaging. Asked to trade the no trade, not asked to trade the no trade, trading the no, are you traded, are you not traded? A lot of going around here. So Jacob Markstrom really taking a shot at his general manager and the front office for all of these rumors and how his situation's been handled. This doesn't sound like a guy who wants to be in Calgary or be around the team longer term. Does the deal get done this season or before the off season? Who knows? Before the trade deadline, I should say. Is this an off-season deal? Is this something that can be revisited by the Calgary Flames at a later date? Of course, all of that can be true. But now you're dealing with the team in the New Jersey Devils circling around, giving you offers, saying they're not going to require you to retain any money. And on the other hand, you have a goaltender who really a shot across the bow here at the Flames management saying, well, this could be handled a lot better. We have to remember Jacob Markstrom also already once said he would waive, or the reports are that he would waive his no trade clause to facilitate a move. New Jersey was that team that was rumored on the other end. So there's a lot to break down here in a trade around the Flames and the Devils if it is to happen. Again, let's revisit that Pierre LeBrun report that he says it's his understanding the Flames have circled, the Devils have circled back around to the Flames, have offered them to not retain any salary to make a move work. Whether or not that moves the needle for Craig Conroy and the Calgary Flames, we shall see. Elliot Friedman always says it just takes one phone call to change everything. And I think that's where we're sit at here right now between the Flames, the Devils, and Jacob Markstrom. A lot more to come definitely on this story between these three parties and where it should go. It is worth noting as well the Flames are retiring Mika Kiprasov's 34 this weekend, so whether or not they want to make a deal to subtract from that awesome vibes around the Saddle Dome right now, yet to be determined. We shall see. Definitely something to keep an eye on.